he was standing up for his own reasons because he was a free thinker like Candace Owens and every other traitor. It says in the Bible, if you live by the gun, you die by the gun. You don't believe me? See for yourself. I hope that looks okay. Do you see why I'm trying to get to TikTok? I'm trying to get to another level so I don't have to create this. Look at this. I think I look too crazy light. Okay, there you go. Wrong glasses. I'm trying to get on a level where I don't have to freaking have a funky little studio. What's up, Dove Heart? I hope you can hear me. Oh, I just haven't had time today to write in my book, but thank you for reminding me. I need to get back into it. That's like the problem of writing. It's just like you have to dedicate so much to reading and writing and researching. It's very time consuming. But you know, maybe I'll spend an hour a day. Maybe you can help me get some ideas. We have healthcare. We had great employment rates. Look at you, Nita. So the question was, what did Biden do for us? And I said, somebody said, name one thing that Biden did. And I said, well, he was the vice president of the president, the first black president of the United States of America. And to me, Obama did all right. So, the heck. He said, nothing is new under the sun. I've seen this world. OGs have seen this world. Oh my God. I love reading your guys' comments, by the way. I just want to thank you guys for just adding so much content to my channel here on TikTok. When cops tell minors to kill themselves, but they want to say that ACAB isn't true. Huh. When cops tell minors to what? I don't even know what that meant. Hello. Hi, Miss J. How are you? I hope this records. Do you know I recorded this yesterday and it didn't even record? I'm just praying to God that it does because I really like to share your guys' words. Hi. Hi, RJ Pro. Welcome back. A cop told me to... What? What kind of cops you have near you, buddy? Listen, I back the blue. I back the blue. I back the blue. But the blue needs to back the black. What? I back the blue. Okay, I'm done. Somebody keeps repeating themselves in all caps. Why am I tilted? Because I'm trying to post this on YouTube. So I just thought it would be very fun to share some of our conversations via YouTube. So that is why. I can't have the camera like this because if I do it like this, it's not going to post a widescreen. You get it? If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've already posted one of our lives, and I just thought it was really good, so I wanted to do it again. A cop shot a civilian after he was handcuffed. Oh my God, what, Miss J? Are you serious? A cop shot a civilian after he was handcuffed where you live. That is unacceptable, right? That is terrifying. Like, that's not okay. Yeah, aspect ratio. It's an issue, man. Because, of course, I'd want you guys to see me the right way, I guess. But, you know, I'm not going to do this every time I go live. But I just want to build up my YouTube channel because I just want to like not put all my chickens all into TikTok, because although it's been great for me, 15,000 followers, you know, Donald Trump is talking about ending TikTok, man. And from what I'm hearing is that he does have power to do some stuff, because he's calling it what is it called? A breach of security or something, some freaking excuse. So, you know, he's just mad at the world. So he's going to take it out on us, even though we just love TikTok globally. We all love it. But because the Donald doesn't like it and wants to make up some funky excuse, you know, we all got to get punished. So with that said, I'm just trying to dip my content in more than one platform just to be safe, because I worked hard for this. I have goals in this, you guys. I want to bring us as a community into a higher level so that we are all heard and all of our truths can be heard, you know, left, right, whatever it is. I just don't think there's enough spaces where we can all share our truths, and I want to be that. I want to be that platform for everybody. Miss J said, yeah, it's crazy. People are still trying to justify it now because he had a warrant. That just mind jacks me up, man. It's just like the ignorance, right? For people to think like it's okay to shoot somebody because they have a pending case. Like legally, it does not warrant a shot to the back 6 freaking times with kids in the car. Ugh. Notorious said, I'm not sure how to say this, but Back the Blue and BLM are diametrically opposed philosophies. I don't agree, but you can elaborate on why you think it's a contrast or a conflict. That's what it seems like. You're making it seem like it's some type of conflict. I'm trying to get away from all this light. To me, I think it makes perfect sense. The BLM is wanting support from the BLM is wanting support from Blue Lives. I mean, I've read the mission statement. I've studied what they do as far as an organization, which a lot of people oppose the organization because of things that they said, right? I'm a part of the movement. I do think that the organization and the movement go hand in hand, because without one, you wouldn't have the other. But on the same token, you have to understand that they're asking for the Blue Lives to do their job without freaking killing people. Like, we need cops. So why not back the blue? The blue comes in black. So you can't say that you are for everybody and then say, but no, not this, because then that makes you no better. You know what I mean? Like, then you're becoming an all lives matters person that's saying all lives matters but black lives. Now you're saying all black lives matters but blue lives. Like, that's not right. I agree. I think it's very sad that people judge people because of their color. You're right. Let me see if I can say your name. Reem Saeed. It's so sad, and it's been like a corruption in our country and all over the world and globally. But do you want to know something? I think it's a survival strategy. I think people use race and racism and race baiting and race hustling as a part of their survival kit. It works for some, but it's very short-lived. And it's against the law here in America. As far as globally, I couldn't tell you. I've never left the United States of America, but it's a very selfish survival tool that people use and abuse, and some for profit. Miss J said, I taught my children what to do when encounter with police officer. That's great, Miss J. I mean, I'm trying to teach my boys right now to comply, to just do as they say. But, I'm really conflicted when it comes to Elijah McClain, right? He didn't really resist, but he didn't really give in. I don't know. They should have never even touched him to begin with. But at the same token, I feel like nothing that he said or did warranted his death. Like, I mean, they gave him so much drugs, the EMT, and the police just treated him like an animal. It's just like, it's just terrifying that, what if your kid does comply and still gets police brutality, you know? What do you do then? I mean, as a mother, I couldn't imagine knowing and seeing my kid not comply, but be confused. They're young, they don't know what's going on, they're scared, and someone taking, you know, one of our child's life. It's just terrifying as a parent. But I'm so glad that you did that for your babies. How do you confuse Skittles with a gun, though? Exactly. Like what is that, Tiare Rice? Like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know about every single case when it comes to the BLM. And I think that's what we need to focus on. Is like, why is there a Black Lives Matters movement, right? Because there was one similar to this called the Civil Rights Movement. And we have all just wanted equality in our education systems and institutions, in our police departments, in our government, in our employment in corporations. It is sad that we have to keep repeating that discrimination is against the law and you're not allowed to do it. There are classes protected. Black, white, Mexican, it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to discriminate people in race. You can get sued. It's against the law. It's called discrimination. Candace Owens said, tell me one law that says that I, as a Black person, can't move forward. I'm telling you, discrimination, it happens every day all around the world. And systemic racism. And it's not okay, but people still freaking do it, even though it's against the law. And the only way to prevent it from happening moving forward is not pointing out the issues of the Black people or the victims, pandering on the victimhood. It's to make people accountable for the discriminations that they're doing and systemic racism that they're doing on an everyday basis. We need to create a hotline. We need to create community civil law enforcers. We need to create people, communities like ours, that are going to rat people out and get them out of the public services. You cannot serve the public if you have discrimination and racism in your DNA. Go do another job where you don't have to deal with people. There are lots of occupations there that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can contribute to into society without dealing with the public. But when you deal with the public as a police officer, as a teacher, as a nurse, as a person providing service, you should not be discriminating when in fact they do. And what's sick is that there are people of the same race doing it to the people of their same race. Candace Owens has broken so many discrimination laws just by during her speeches. I would fine her, if I was a lawyer, millions of dollars. Go run and tell her that. Some of the things that she said is flat out racism and discriminatory. If you are a person speaking to a crowd, you should never be talking in a derogatory way towards a whole race, including a race that you share skin color with. It's just mind boggles me, and I'm ranting right now, and I'll read your guys' comments in a minute. It mind boggles me that everybody can hear Donald Trump say the things that he said about Black people, about Muslims, about women, about damn near everybody. And people can still say today, tell me one thing he said that was racist. And there are literally case by case by case, by story by story by story of him breaking discrimination laws. Like, come on. We got to do better as a community, because the power is in us. The power is in the people. And they want to make you believe that it's not, but it is. All right, so Jacob, I'm probably behind now, but let me just say, let me see here. I think Anita and Miss J are helping me out with the comments. Yep, he was only 12, man. Tiare Rice was only 12. He's a baby. But you want to sit there and talk about Cannon Hinnant all day and use that poor baby's life as a tool to discredit the BLM, but then you're forgetting all the little black little boys and little girls that have died from police brutality and other situations. Hell, maybe even on black crime. But you're not going to just sit here and point out one life when it comes to advocating for. There are so many children that are being affected today in regards to the crap that's been going on. It just makes me sick that no one's even mentioning the little girls that were burned in the church a long time ago. I mean, or that other boy, I can look up his name right now. This has been happening for a long time to black children. But now you want us to freaking just advocate and cause protests and war because of one child. I get it. What happened to him was horrible. But it's literally been happening to little black girls and boys for hundreds of years. Why do you all of a sudden care now? Look, here's another one. Look, only one matters. Just by your name. Like, I don't even want to entertain you. Like, tell me one thing that Donald Trump has said. He literally said that Haitians that come to our country all have AIDS. Like, that is so insulting. Like, he just goes off of the charts when it comes to speaking to people. All right? We are a country full of people originated from all over the world. I mean, that's what's beautiful about America, is that we are one nation under God, but we have the faces of many nations under God. That's why I feel like, in a way, I believe that we have a blessed country that keeps progressing. We're one of the richest countries in the world, although we are lacking in education. Let's talk about that. But other than that, we're a great country. We have lots of opportunity, an abundance of opportunities. But some people are not getting the same proportion of opportunities due to discrimination, due to systemic racism. Why is it so hard for people to understand that? Reem Saeed, that is horrible. When his own family says that, you know? It's just like people just don't want to believe it. It's like he can do no wrong. And it's just like, you know, we gotta take ownership, all of us. And, you know, I'm not going to say that every black activist does the right things or says the right things. I see the looting. I see the violence. It's not okay. And I'm going to call people out. We should not be doing any type of violence on any which way, left or right. Nobody is right. Nobody is right to break the law. But you got to call him out too. You can't just sit here and point the finger at black people and say that we are doing most of the murders. We're only 13% of the population. You know, the filler busting and the gaslighting and the straw man arguments are getting old and played out.
John's breaking it.
Okay.
John's breaking it.
Yeah, okay, I'll deal with it. Go over there. Please explain how our system is racist. Okay. I'm going to say this just one time tonight, okay? How is the systems in America racist? Okay, I just answered this question. It's called discrimination, okay? And let me just bring you back to the basics here, okay? Discrimination is something that just exists, right? So the fact that it's in our systems in America and all over the world, that's just what's going to happen, right? It's not if there's a systemic racism in our country or in our world, it's there. It's going to be there because we're human. Like, you can't stop racism. People are going to be, you know, we're not going to be perfect humans. We're defaulted by nature. So discrimination, per the definition, because I think the definition is where you need to start so that you can understand where it comes from. The unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people or things, especially on the grounds of race, age, and sex. Boom. Are you telling me that I could be discriminated against because I'm a woman? Yes. Are you telling me that I could be discriminated because of how young I am or how old I am? We see it every day. How many of us are in our 30s or above that think that our life is freaking pretty much done because America has an ideology that says if you haven't made it into Hollywood by the time you're 20, you can never go try out for anything. You know? So yes, you could be discriminated with age. And of course you could be discriminated from race. I mean, I'm in real estate. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Where people are, there's one area that's predominantly black and there's one area that's predominantly white. But what they like to say in politics is this is a Dem city and this is a Republican city. But let's just be real. This is a black city and this is a white city. But there are laws put into place so that discrimination is supposed to be abated, right? But I'm telling you that people are breaking the law every day in our school systems. And are everywhere. People are breaking the law because discrimination is against the law. So, what do you want me to tell you? You said Jim Crow is still working. I mean, in a sense, it's not like right there in your face, but you can feel the Jim Crow law today. Like I tell you what, if I went 2 towns over and I just walked into that church, I would be the only black person in that church and I would feel the Jim Crow law. Like, you don't even have to tell me that the Jim Crow law. They couldn't tell me I couldn't be in there because that would be against the law and I could sue them. But when you walk into a room and it's predominantly white in a metropolitan city, you're like, wow, how does this even exist? Well, I will say that there's just not enough black people in this country. We're only 13% of the population. But this is racism on just with saying that we are doing 55% of the murders, yet there's only 13% of us. Like, there's not even that many of us. So just giving that ideal into the world is just really discrediting the black person. And it's just really sick that it still happens today. You're an actor in Hollywood? That's cool. How's it working out for you? Every face. I hope this is recording because my neck is starting to hurt. I did this yesterday and it didn't record, so I hope that is recording. Oh God. If not, tomorrow I won't record. I'll have the camera the right way and we can just do our thing. You said Hollywood is way racist. You know, you're not the only person that said that. I mean, I've heard about Hollywood. We've all heard the stories, right? You got to be this thin. They want you to talk a certain way. They want you to lose this weight. They want you to lose this, lose that. I mean, I already know that they'd be like, tone it down. And I'd be like, okay, no. Yeah, the new Jim Crow is that it just exists. Like, it's just there. And the only way to abate it is to just stand against it. You go right into that church and you sit down and you smile and you be an example of class. You know what I mean? Like, I will crash somebody's party is all I'm saying. Well, and look good doing it. I should just, yeah, please help me, Notorious. That's what my daughter said. Use 2 devices, but they won't see your guys' words. I need an engineer. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll just say that I'm going to get off on the YouTube and I'm going to stay here, but I'm just going to make the camera right. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I'll see you soon. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in. I have been just a homebody today. If you guys have a little bit of time today, go to the link in my bio. Literally, it's right here. Click it, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my show. Please like and subscribe so I can continue on bringing on the truth. And of course, stay tuned.